defensive affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Utah, Steve Novak is out with Enes Kanter. And it's Hayward. Then it's Exum. And it's Favors in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Calderon. He kicks to Thomas. Pass to Galloway. Smith on the wing. The wing jumper off target. On defense, the Knicks. Hayward kicks to Exum. Feeds it to Nova. Second shot opportunity. Here's Favors. It's blocked. On defense, the Knicks. Novak kicks to Exum. They shoot again. And it's good on the layup.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall.
Defensive foul.
Well, Derek Favors still developing offensively. I think he's trying to refine his post game and his shooting touch, but the potential is still there.
And stolen by Favors. Kanter. Can't get it to go. Hangs in the air.
Derek Favors.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
At the line for your Knicks.
Well, guys, the Utah Jazz, one of the better front offices, I think all would agree, in the NBA, narrowly missing the playoffs in 2013. And they saw this loaded 2014 draft class, and Steve, they decided to go young.
Well, tough to let Paul Millsap and Al Jefferson just walk away, but you know there's a plan in place, and the Jazz felt like they needed to go young. They didn't want to tie themselves up long term with contracts that would just lead to mediocrity. So the rebuild is on, and this team does have some talent. Not his forte. I don't really like that shot, and you can tell the defense is just asking him to take it. Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Defensive foul.
And Exum comes to help.
That's his second personal
And
foul.
Derek Favors picks up the foul.
13 foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Robinson with the bucket.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Derek Favors.
3.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you look at this lineup of Trey Burke, Alec Burks, Gordon Hayward, Enes Kanter, Derek Favors, and they're all 24 years or younger. I think this is a team that can grow together. We've talked about it before, continuity being such an important piece of a successful team. And they've already shown they can win ball games, so I'm interested to watch this group grow together and see where they can get to.
Well, the Jazz, I think, still in this rebuild, but it's interesting. They've got a lot of young assets trying to make a break from the middle. You've got young talent, cap space, draft picks, big goals in mind. They're looking beyond just fighting for a playoff spot.
Exum passes to Booker. Exum dishes to Booker.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Lots of room.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
Steve Novak.
New York trailing. Out to Smith. Shoots a three.
Oh, that was good, strong D out there, and a very shaky decision taking that shot.
That's good. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ian Clark comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
From 8. Hardaway, no good. Novak outside. Here's Booker. That's good.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's Larkin. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Utah leading by 4. Burke kicks to Clark. Over to the wing. Tipped away. Hardaway with the steal. Ahead. No good. Here's Burke. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here at Clark, Steve, what have you been seeing? What have they been doing in that one?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
They've got Bargnani. Shane Larkin is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Quincy Ace. They're the group. New York will start the second. Burke, the pass to Clark. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison calls him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from two great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Gobert. And it's Exum in for Ian Clark.
Jason Smith is a really good player, but he's had some tough luck with injuries recently between the torn labrum in his shoulder back in 2013 and then a knee issue last season. He's only managed to play 82 games over the last 2 years.
Thomas kicks to Bargnani. Baseline J on the way. And he gets the bucket. Bargnani's got 5 points in the quarter. Kicks it to Kanter. Pass to Exum. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Lewis Amundsen is checked in for New York. Outside for Thomas. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
11 seconds on the shot.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they take the lead. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And what was really the big shock in the East last season, the Knicks failed to make the playoffs. This from a team many expected to challenge for a spot in the conference finals. Just didn't happen.
He shoots again. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And with the Knicks not making the playoffs, it came down to the tail end of the season. But Steve, he had a feeling that it wasn't going to happen for him.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment last season for the Knicks. And, you know, so many things went wrong with injuries and slumps, and it just never felt like they found that groove that they were looking for.
And then Smith with the dunk. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
1:43 left in the first half. Here's Calderon. Shot from 12. That one rolling around and rims out. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. There are a lot of questions as to how Dante Exum will develop as a player. He has the skill to be a 2-guard, but grew up playing point guard. He would prefer the point, saying that's the position that has got me here. That's what I want to be going forward. We'll see if the coaches agree, Kevin.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. For Utah, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, with the Jazz playing much better basketball coincided with the return of rookie point guard Trey Burke from injury. Despite the fact they would have wanted a higher pick, it's really kind of nice to see their young core competing at a high level.
Here's Exum. And he gets the bucket. Exum's got 4 this quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it. What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now, here's Thomas. Some nice passing by New York here. And that is good. Calderon's got 5 points so far.
28, 27.
Off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Clark. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch. And the first half ends in a close one. Knicks lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Here we go. go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Dante Exum, what a contribution.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Derek Favors.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Enes Kanter is out there with Steve Novak. Then there's Favors, and it's Hayward, and it's Exum in at the 5.
Jose Calderon signed by the Mavericks to a 4-year contract last season. Along with Monte Ellis, he helped elevate Dallas to become a top 5 team offensively.
And Clark Calderon traded this offseason to the New York Knicks. They feel they've made an upgrade at that position.
I would venture to say they did. Raymond Felton struggled last season. Felton is a better defender than Calderon, but offensively, I don't think there's much comparison. Calderon is an excellent passer, and he's one of the best shooters in league history on the catch and off the book. Derek Favors, a really nice fit in Utah. Tough, has a low-key, low-maintenance personality. Doesn't seem to get bothered by attention and accolades. All he does is work.
New York leading by 3. New York, no good that time either.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Novak. It's rebounded by New York. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Favors last season, guys, signing a 4-year extension with the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in Utah, and they've certainly been happy to have him. A foundational piece for this team, no question.
In the corner, it's Hayward. And the shot is good. Hayward's got 7.
Well, that's one way to get the second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense. He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Now the dish to Favors. It's tipped. They're running. Moving it up. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hayward can hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Jazz trailed by 3. Kanter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Trey Burke comes in for Exum. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Novak.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Well, last season saw the completion of the $1 billion renovation of this arena. Incredible place, a palace really. And, you know, the new CBA makes it harder to spend big money on players, so the Knicks appear to be spending big on amenities.
The Jazz making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And the dunk by AC.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Larkin dishes to Bargnani.
You know, things were looking up for Bargnani last year in his first run with New York. He seemed to be playing with a bouncing step and really had found a niche there, but an injury really made things tough for him right around the halfway point of the year.
Ian Clark's checked in for Utah.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
No good from Bargnani. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Burke. It's rebounded by New York. Bargnani's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And that injury for Bargnani, he tore the ligament in his left elbow. Missed time with that.
And the Knicks need him to be productive. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, remember, they traded away 3 draft picks, Steve Novak and Chris Copeland. So they gave up quite a bit to get him, and they need him to produce.
5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Puts it up from 12. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks out front. They lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Jazz trailed by 6. Calderon at the 1. Hardaway Jr. at the 2. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Bargnani. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Burke. That is good. Let's go, Knicks! Burke's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Calderon, that's good. Calderon's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Clark kicks to Exum. Cantor inside. He's against Smith. Here's Exum. Hayward from outside. Cantor, the pass to Exum. No good with the triple. The Knicks lead by 6. Pulls up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Calderon's got 9 points here in the second half.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Here's the screen. For 3, Hayward. Hayward missing again.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time. Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
The Jazz making a switch here. Novak's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Calderon. Some nice passing by New York here. Stolen by Exum. And now the fast break Exum with the ball.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of a game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Galloway, the pass to Amundsen. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Favors dishes to Cantor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Thomas kicks to Smith. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Novak, the pass to Favors. The shot misses. And New York the other way now.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Knicks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and boy, what a game it was for Jose Calderon. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
Looking at the game for Derek Favors, he's got 10 rebounds and a steal.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And here's Bargnani outside. Here's Clark. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together.
Here's Bargnani. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. The Jazz making a switch here. And both free throws good from Bargnani. 12 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Knocked away. Out to Hardaway. From past the arc. Offline.